Hey everyone, this is David at Finish Line Factory, and I'm here today at Autosport Group in Delray Beach, and they invited me over to come and check out some of the cars that they have here. So I see, Aston Martin DB7, some classic and modern exotics. There's a Aston Martin Vanquish back there, and I think I might see some Rolls Royces. So let's go take a look. Okay, so starting from the front here, we have a Maserati Gran Turismo. So you got that. It's got a red interior. Very nice. Let's check this out first. This is a classic. What year is this? This is a C4 ZR1. This is a 1990 ZR1. It looks like it might have been modified with some nitrous. There you go. Oh wow. Check out, what's the name of this engine? Is this the LT4?
Yeah. It's got 130 shot.
With 130 shot of nitrous. Look at this. It's all chromed out. Got the oil filter there. This looks like it's the oil, no, the coolant overflow tank. Looks like it might have been painted red. Wow, this is beautiful. It's got the forced air intake. Wow. The new ZR1 just came out. I actually saw one driving down the street on Federal Highway just a few days ago. And that thing has 755 horsepower, but this is no slouch. I think this one has 405 horsepower. Looks like it's got some minor cosmetic modifications like this steel sleeve here, as well as that finishing nut there. Real nice. You can see here it's got some, it's got a, is that airbrushing? Looks like it's airbrushing. King of the Hill, yeah. Yeah, when this car came out, it was one of the fastest cars on the road. And even by today's standards, 405 horsepower is definitely not slow. And looks like it might have been used as a drag car at some point. It's got looks like it's got like a half cage in the back. It's got a red interior and a red Simpson 4-point harness. Look at that, driver focused. Oh, you know what? The dashboard layout on this car is actually really similar to the one on the C7. The C5 and C6 I think take a departure from this design. Very nice. It's got Lexus SC430. These are actually pretty nice. They weren't that well received initially, but once you sit in it, it's actually very comfortable. And it actually comes pretty well equipped. Moving back here is another Maserati Gran Turismo. This one's a convertible. Here's an Aston Martin Vanquish with that beautiful V12 engine. Saw this earlier at that house that we visited a few weeks ago. There's a NC Mazda MX-5. And, oh, check this out. This is a Nissan Figaro. This one's imported from Japan. It's still right-hand drive. I've only seen a few of these in the world. Look at that. Very different from what you would typically see in America. Much smaller. I think it's almost a shame that Nissan, Honda, and all the other Japanese manufacturers didn't bring over their K cars. I think it actually could have been interesting, but I guess they didn't see a point for it in the American market. And over here is a huge, I think this is a Phantom. So, massive Rolls-Royce Phantom. Got the suicide doors there. Check out the interior. Everything's wood and leather. Looks very comfortable. This is what I like about the Rolls Royces, is that their front ends just command like a very significant presence on the road. If you just see a Rolls Royce driving down the street, you just feel like there's someone important inside. Let's see. It's a Porsche Panamera 4S. And a, looks like an older model Rolls Royce. You definitely see the lineage in the dashboard, how it's that stacked layer of wood. The newer Rolls Royce that's back there has another layer on the dashboard. It has the same basic shape to it. And here's another Bentley. I'm not sure which model this is. I think it could be either a Flying Spur or maybe an Arnage. Beige interior, leather seats. Big difference in design, but oh, if you look at this model Rolls Royce, and you look at this Bentley, I wouldn't fault you for thinking that they're almost the same car. Very very similar in design, and there's actually a good reason for that. Bentley and Rolls Royce have a long history with each other. You should definitely check that out sometime. Here's an Aston Martin DB7. That's a DB7 convertible. Very nice. Alright, let's jump over here real quick. And we've got the Audi A5 convertible. Look at this. Kind of like the A4, but it's like the coupe version of it. Actually, one thing I always liked about Audis and their design is that everything is within reach. You don't have to stretch or reach out too far just to reach even the furthest button on the dashboard. So one thing I noticed is that the center console is a lot more forward than it might be on most cars, in that it's tilted toward the driver, so that helps with reaching everything over. You see the electronic parking brake. Looks like those are your convertible controls. Over here is a Jaguar XK convertible. These are nice. They have a V8. The standard version has 300 horsepower, and I believe the XKR has about 400 horsepower. And there you've got the J shifter. So I actually was considering perhaps buying. This is I believe a late '90s model, but I was considering purchasing a late 2000s model, because those have 500 horsepower with the supercharged version. Classic Ford Mustang. Automatic transmission. Real nice. Looks like the interior has been redone. You got one car under wraps, a Z3, and an SL 500. I think these have like a 5-liter V8, so it's got a lot of power. And what is this thing? Looks like it might be like an Aston or something. Let's see if you can take a peek real quick. No, this is a... Oh gosh, I can't quite figure it out. I think it's yeah, this is an Aston. I think it's another DB7. Cool. And now jumping back up over here real quick, there's looks like a Jaguar XJ with the V12. It's actually a concourse car. I spoke with the management. This is a custom car. This is actually a custom built car. It's I forgot what it's called, but it's built on a classic Lincoln chassis, and it's got a convertible top. And over here is a 1974 CJ5. Those gets been modified to raise its ride height and improve its off-road capabilities. Let's take a look at that real quick. That's pretty cool. Alright guys, we're back in the Mustang. I'm going to be heading home editing this video. If you like that, hit like. Be sure to hit subscribe. And if you have any questions, or if you want to see any of the cars that are for sale with Autosport Group, I'll leave a link to their website in the description below. Have a nice day, and catch you later. Peace.